To me, design is storytelling through space. It shapes how we move, feel, and connect. I design because I believe that space has power, and it's an act of empathy that begins with listening and understanding, and is then translated into meaningful environments. Good design isn't just beautiful, it's purposeful, and it's all around us. My name is Beth, and I'm a fourth-year interior architecture student at Kansas State University, and I'm currently studying abroad in Orvieto, Italy. Growing up, I didn't want to be a designer. I was an athlete, and I thought that sports was my path. But in high school, I redesigned my school's courtyard for an independent study project, and I discovered a love for creativity, curiosity, and problem solving. That experience brought me to K-State, where I've learned that design can be frustrating, but it's fun and collaborative and imperfect. It's become something that I love. Now, in Orvieto, I'm continuing to explore both design and my own story. Storytelling is also at the forefront of my next advertising project. I started with research first and was drawn to the Great Chicago Fire and how Chicago demonstrated resilience and growth afterwards. I found this same pattern of resilience in the Fulton Market District where the site is located. Once home to stockyards and markets, new technologies pushed them out, creating a fire of their own. This sparked change, however, and new thriving companies moved in. I also researched neurodiversity and choice in the workplace. I discovered that when people are given variety, it leads to greater engagement, creativity, and wellness. This research led me to the concept, "From Fire, We Bloom." Next Advertising's new Chicago office is inspired by fire as a catalyst for growth. This led me to utilize two different zones within the office of Fire and Bloom. In the Bloom zone, these are spaces focused on growth, reflection, and deep work. Specifically, they cater to presenting growth and work in the company, nurturing spaces that allow employees to bloom, and spaces of work while calling attention to the different modes of work, similarly to how plants grow better in secluded environments or with direct access to others. The Fire Zone consists of spaces of socializing, similarly to how a campfire draws people together. Collaboration spaces are also in this zone. These are the spaces where sparks fly, where ideas and conversations ignite. This duality guided my overall plan layout. Fire is at the central core, inspiring and drawing people together, while Bloom, on the perimeter, takes advantage of daylight and views, enhancing focus and well-being. In the 6th floor, the experience is mainly client-focused. Visitors enter through a welcoming reception that opens into a celebration space before heading into a presentation zone. Each of these spaces offers a welcoming and warm environment to prompt new growth and ideas. The 6th floor also includes quiet bloom areas that support wellness and choice. A mother's room, a wellness room, and a cafe encourage different ways of gathering or unplugging. The cafe uses varied seating types, including a quiet zone, to accommodate for neurodiverse needs and personal preferences. Each floor also features 2 meeting zones within the fire core. These spaces are highly flexible with adaptable furniture and layouts to support collaboration and conversation. The 7th floor is centered on employee productivity and community. It begins with the welcome area that includes lockers and a mission prompt. Along the perimeter, private offices sit close to their corresponding work teams, promoting connection. Each team also has access to a neighborhood zone, which is a flexible, customizable space that promotes wellness through ownership. It can be rearranged for informal meetings, relaxation, or deep focus. This area gives teams and individuals the power to shape how they work, allowing them to bloom to their best. At the heart of both floors, however, is the storage parking wall. This is my favorite space. It's a 2-story interactive installation in the fire core. It's backed by research showing that word-of-mouth advertising is the most sustainable and effective form of advertising. The wall prompts rotating questions to spark conversation across teams and clients. This wall and the office as a whole embodies the values of Next Advertising: boldness, adaptability, growth, and the power of people. But more personally, it reflects what I believe great design should do. It should be backed by research, rooted in human experience, and should have a story. These are the same values I see in Gensler: research, collaboration, and human-centered design. I admire how Gensler creates joyful, meaningful spaces, grounded in curiosity and purpose. There's a sense of energy and intention in every project. As someone who believes every design should start with the why, I'm inspired by Gensler's commitment to innovation and impact. Gensler not only crafts incredible design, but creates opportunities for a better world. I am ready and motivated to do the same. Thank you.